And like I said, 55 views last week. But people are still watching from 2 weeks ago. 137 views so far.
Wow, it's good.
Yes, they like that one for some reason.
I can't figure it.
Go figure. Yeah.
Oh, are we live?
We are.
But are we echoless?
We are now.
It sounds
No echo.
echoless.
This is about as welcome to another edition of the Catbird Cafe, brought to you by the New England Wildlife Center. Thank you, everybody. We love you. And today's suggested themes are Memorial Day, Asparagus Day, Jazz Day, and Mental Health Awareness Month. Everyone here is aware of mental health.
Mm-hmm.
However, will Mary Ann deal with a jazz day? I don't know.
Oh, and not a long night. We're back to, it seems that, and this is the way it was during the live Catbird too, that the attendance is down during the summer for some reason.
Especially it's the holiday weekend. So
Oh, that too, yeah.
people are
Yeah,
doing-
and all that hot weather.
Yeah, the hot weather too. Yeah, really tough.
We're starting with John, and then Mike, and then Betty and Andy, and then Jay Nutt, and then Tom, and we'll take it from there. Kay?
Okay.
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 Spotlighting John, yay.
We
Oh, there's me.
want John. We
Good,
want
dude.
John.
Oh, I should have combed my hair.
No, I like it the way it is.
Somebody's got his summer haircut.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
All right. Put them together, sisters and brothers, for John McHugh, please.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah. I just have one tonight. It's got three of the themes. I didn't put Memorial Day in there, but I hope you like it anyway. I'm just calling it asparagus. That's the main theme of it. There's so many vegetables around. Eating them can keep our bodies sound. This one is a superfood for us. Yes, I'm talking about asparagus. Vitamins like A, C, E, and K, packed within this vegetable, they say. Potassium, magnesium are too. The fiber in it helps to make you poo. That's true too. Science says it will improve your mood. B9 and tryptophan are in this food. You don't need no pills and all that jazz. All your brain needs this vegetable has. Get yourself some asparagus. For a healthy diet, it's a must. Though your urine might smell a bit queer, you'll start feeling better, have no fear.
Yes.
Hey, John.
John.
I'm speechless.
Thank you.
Anything else, John?
That's it.
Okay.
John,
That's
We'll
enough.
be satisfied with what we can get. Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Hey, John.
Hey, Neil. Hey, Freddie. What's that? Oh, spotlighting Mike. And is he recording?
Yep.
Okay.
You can introduce it?
Oh, yes.
The man who needs no introduction.
Well, he doesn't.
Isn't getting
Really
one.
doesn't. I introduce him anyway. It's Mike Delaney.
We want Mike.
Thank you. So I have two songs. I'm calling it, I don't know if I should call it two new old songs or two old new songs. These are songs I wrote a while ago and never played out, and just found them when I was looking for things. Okay, so the first one, 2007, I believe I wrote down that I dreamed the title and the style and the chord progression for this song. So it's a bluegrass song. It's called With Somebody New. I thought that our love would last forever, our vows straight from feelings that were true. Now you follow a different compass, so I'll share my life with somebody new. When life isn't flowing as it ought to, it's time to find a different point of view. All the heads in the town will be turning when I go home with somebody new. It's time for a change of direction. No point in us both feeling blue. You go yours and I'll go my way. I'll chart my course with somebody new. When life isn't flowing as it ought to, it's time to try a different point of view. All the heads in the town will be turning when I go home with somebody new. As I headed for the door, thoughts went back 2 times before, to a place where you saved me from myself. As I drowned in self-abuse, you drove in to cut me loose, risking all without concern for yourself. I was struck by a bolt of bright lightning, saved by an angel who looked like you. It's deja vu again, repeated. Who knew you'd be my somebody new? At times when your life isn't flowing, get your foot off the hose is what you do. All the heads in the town will be turning when they see that you're my somebody new. At times when your life isn't flowing, get your foot off the hose is what you do. All the heads in the town will be turning when they see you are my somebody new. When they see you're my somebody new.
I like it.
Good one, Mike.
Thank you. So the other one is 2004. It's called, you know, it must have been a really heavy time for me. I was thinking I would write a song called The Meaning of Life. So this is The Meaning of Life, in case you're wondering what the meaning of life is. Some say life is a journey. Some say it leads to a better place. Some live only for today. Others live with a humble grace. At times I'm deeply troubled. I'm afraid I might find out. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. Everybody do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. You may seek life's meaning. I've heard the answer is 42. But who knows the right question and what we might need to do? The question could be easy. All you do is sing out. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. Everybody do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. Who'd have guessed it was so simple? Now I know without a doubt that the secret to the meaning of life is moving body parts in and out. Song and dance is the secret, I know it without a doubt. Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. Everybody Everybody do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. You put your left hand in, you put your left hand out, you put your left hand in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, that's what it's all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Great. I do it. I'm looking okay.
Go, Mike. Go, Mike.
Yeah, I like it.
So now you know the meaning of life.
We do. Thank you for that.
Well, now
Well,
I will stop my recording. Boom.
I personally think that the only meaning life has is that which we give it. But that's just my opinion. Anybody? No? Okay. All right. Well, we'll turn ourselves about, go to Betty and Andy's house, then it'll be Jay Nutt, and then Tom, and then Jimmy says he's going to be late. So maybe Neil after that. How you two doing? You don't, I can't hear
Howdy,
you.
howdy, howdy.
Howdy.
Mute myself.
Howdy
I did.
doody.
Okay. All right.
Are we on?
Yep, we're on.
I can be
Okay.
careful what I say.
All right, ladies and germs, this is Betty and Andy. Otherwise, and back to back.
Yep.
Guess so.
Okay. Well, the second song we're gonna do is mental health related, sort of.
And guess who's going to do it? But before we do that, let's have some fun with Silver Threads.
But you think I should be happy with your money and your name? Hide myself in sorrow while you play your cheaper game. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine, and I dare not drown my sorrow in your warm world of wine. You can't buy my love with money, 'cause I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine, and I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm world of wine. You can't buy my love with money, 'cause I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dolly Parton did that song, but Linda Ronstadt had a bigger hit with it.
Now this next song falls quite in line with mental health. And since I'm a mental idiot, are we in the right key?
I hope so.
We have to check on the right key. You would not believe how many times we're playing a gig and I'm going, What is wrong here? Go, oh, Betty goes, ooh, I'm in the wrong key.
All
All right, let's have some fun here. We're on the road to nowhere. Come on inside. Taking the ride to nowhere. We'll take that ride. Feeling okay this morning, as you know. We're on the road to paradise. Here we go. Here we go. We're on the ride to nowhere. Come on inside. Taking the ride to nowhere. We'll take that ride. Maybe you wonder where you are. I don't care. We're on the road to paradise. Take me there. Take me there. We're on the road to nowhere. Hey! 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 We're on the road to nowhere. Hey! 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 Baby, you in my mind. Come along and take the ride, but it's alright. Baby, it's alright. And it's very far away. So it's growing day by day, but it's alright. Baby, it's alright. Would you like to come along and help me sing the song? But it's alright, baby, it's alright. We're on the road to nowhere. Hey! 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 We're on the road to nowhere. Hey! Hey! Let's play. In my mind, come along and take a ride, but it's alright, baby, it's alright. And it's very far away, but it's going day by day, but it's alright, baby, it's alright. Would you like to come along and help me sing the song? But it's alright, baby, it's alright. They can tell you what to do, what to make you believe, but it's alright, baby, it's alright. We're on the road to nowhere. Hey! 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 We're on the road to nowhere. Hey! 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 Would you like to come along and we help you sing the song? But it's alright, baby, it's alright. Yeah, it's very far away, but we won't mind it, but it's alright, baby, it's alright. They can tell you what to do, but they make you feel, but it's alright. We're on the road to nowhere. Hey! 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 We're on the road to nowhere. Hey! 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 We're on the road to nowhere.
Hey, big fun.
Hey!
Great rendition.
That was fantastic.
Get it, for sure.
Yeah, you guys rock.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. As you can see,
I
I am
forgot-
so back. Ow! I feel good.
Oh, look at him go.
And they were doing the hokey pokey before.
I'm doing the hokey pokey and doing this.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. What was I gonna say? Oh
I
yeah.
didn't have anything to drink this afternoon. I'm in this good mood.
Excellent.
Hey, guys.
I forgot because it's Memorial Day. I meant to ask everybody who their favorite poet was, if they have one. John, who's your favorite poet? You all can be thinking about this.
Johnny Flaherty.
Aha! All right.
Yes.
Yep. Kathy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mike.
I'm gonna say Seamus Heaney.
Who?
Seamus Heaney. He was an Irish
Oh.
poet. I think he won a Nobel Prize, taught at Harvard. I'm trying to get into his stuff.
Okay, good for you.
Very good.
Here I
Uh,
said.
J-Nut is up next. Oh, Betty and Andy. What about you guys? You,
I don't know. Here I sat, lonely-hearted, tried to crap, but only farted. Thank you.
America's favorite
Too
poem.
much asparagus.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna go harass J-Nut.
Yes.
There we go.
Hey, J-Nut, do you have a favorite poet? No. Okay, that's all right. You don't have to. Um, what's up?
Survived a family gathering for cousin's 99th birthday.
Wow.
And
Wow.
so we got to the Neve Shalom, the singing at Neve Shalom festival only for Saturday because we were with the family on Friday.
Uh,
And my comment about having to get up early to get to festivals in the morning. Let me see if I can move the camera so you can see what the shirt says.
Ah.
Oh, I need to get you one of those.
Yeah, I need one of those.
Very
I
good.
like it.
Very good.
And you're well, are you? Well as can be expected. That's what we say when we're of the
Trying to
same
survive the
age.
socio-political chaos.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Chaos it is.
What else? Anything else? I was
I bragged about the grandchildren last week, so
that's right. You can do that again. There's no limit on it. I forgot what I was going to say.
I don't know either.
Anyway, it's the same all over the world, and I'm glad to hear you're bearing up. And happy birthday to what's his name?
Well, the cousin.
cousin Israel.
Cousin Izzy. Okay.
Srulik is his nickname is Srulik.
Oh, okay. Very good. Oh, happy birthday, Zrulik. And with that, we'll move on.
Neil Braveman's in the house.
Yeah, Neil.
Hey, Neil.
Hey.
We want to give a shout out to Jessica Allen, who has joined us on YouTube.
Great to see you all.
Always good to see you, you handsome bastard.
Yeah, Jessica was a volunteer at the Wildlife Center when we had the on-site Catbird. So
yep.
Now she's joining us on YouTube, which is cool.
Yep.
That's very cool. Yeah.
All right, Jane. Tom Maynard would be next.
Would I?
You would, and you are.
We want Tom.
Is that like could you versus may I? Could I versus may I? I remember those days in elementary school. Can I go to the bathroom? I don't know. Can you?
Yeah.
If you ever see the movie Avalon, he made a wonderful scene out of that. And then the grandfather talking to the grandson afterward is just priceless.
Haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that.
No.
Have to look that one up.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is none other than Tom Maynard.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Tom. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Neil. I'm glad you made it tonight.
Yeah.
So everybody knows the new. My news is old news now, but there's the album cover.
Ah,
Came out so great.
it's great.
And now we have hard copies. So if people are interested, they can message me and I can get you something off. So
A discount you're offering?
discount? Did
Would
I
you
say
give you
discount?
something off?
He said, "Get you something off in the mail."
Oh.
Mail is
No, are you kidding? No, I can't afford to sell these at a discount. My God.
Oh, how much could they have cost?
Pennies on the dollar. Anyway,
Okay.
so Thank you.
Right.
But yeah, reach out to me. It's also, I put it out on Bandcamp and just today finished the digital distribution setup. I guess that takes a little while for them to review and get it all out there. So should be available soon on all platforms. Yay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Need it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I'm going to do a couple songs from the album because why not?
Oh, well, I gave him a little bit.
Yeah.
We got Betty and Andy are not muted.
Oh, Betty and Andy.
And they're chatting away.
Oh.
So
Bidding.
this one is called Leave It Alone. Morning mist breeze from night shadows, dawn's brush paints in pastel hues. A solitary wren's call echoes, wet on wet, pale wash suffused. Mountains swim on mirror surface, pond and pine scent fill the air. Alpenglow foretells day's promise, what could be even half as fair. With such deep and intense beauties, these tactile textures, sensual sure, exist without the eye to see them, ear to hear, a spirit pure, without the will to let it go. The sense to just leave well alone, there might not be this wild tableau and nature's kingdom overthrown. There is no need to make it better. There's nothing here to buy or sell. A pond needs only light to glitter. A mountain stands its ground as well. So we'll let the mist meander, leave the pond to spark and shine, leave the mountain in its splendor to sincerely bide its time. For beauty is intrinsic to them, woven in the web of all, and our urge to improve them is more about how our needs call. It's more about how our needs call.
Love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Very nice.
Thank you.
That was great. That was great.
That song was actually written for a RISA songwriting exercise.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So, And this one here, sticking with the nature theme. Nestled in the roots, sitting with the trees, I can hear the music, branches dancing in the breeze. I can feel the leaves drinking in the sun. They're so green I taste it, and it's only just begun. Forest family, moss and mushroom, brush and creeper, all entwined, talking, listening, helping, holding, floor to canopy, aligned. Listen to the trees. Although I'm deep inside this life surrounding me, I see myself as separate, exiled by my history. Yearning to be one, searching for a way to come back together, we might hear what they would say. Forest family, grass and lichen, beech and birch and oak combined, embracing, nurturing, feeding, healing, all the web of life and kind. Listen to the trees. Ancient knowledge held for millennia, secrets shared and ripe to find. Sacred mother, all her children, how could we ever leave them behind? And we must never leave them behind. Listen to the trees. Listen to the trees. Listen to the trees. Listen.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Awesome, Tom.
Thank you.
Sounding great.
Songs that are typical off of Tom Rainey's new album.
Looking for that new album.
I recommend it. And Tom, do you have a favorite poet?
I have a couple. I would say right now, probably my favorites are David White, who's a British poet, and well, Mary Oliver.
Okay.
Cool.
You fine poets. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tom.
We'll have to record that album again because I'm just now getting string parts and stuff.
Well, if somebody else wants to pay for it, sure.
Okay, all right. Maybe we'll make it a single. Neil Dale would be next because Jimmy ain't here. After Neil would be David Ballinger. Then we would check in with cousin Linda. And after that is scheduled Steve Azzaro, but he doesn't want to play until Jimmy gets here because he's written of Jimmy apparently a love song. So we'll parenthesize you. So then after David, it would be Gayan.
Yeah.
All things being equal. Neil, how you doing?
Good. Well, terrible, but good.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Like a cork, I'm floating right now.
Yeah, good. Just like in the Great Salt Lake.
There
Uh,
you go. Or
yeah,
something worse.
what an
Like, anyway,
experience that was. Uh,
yeah.
a poet, a favorite poet?
It's funny you should ask because today, for the first time, I decided to read a poem as one of my songs. And it's by Rupert Brooke.
Rupert Brooke.
He was
Okay.
a well-known poet in early 20s, English.
Uh-huh.
And I suppose I had planned to sing first, but here we are. It's kind of like for Memorial Day because, well, I didn't. This isn't why I'm singing. He wrote this poem because he had an experience. He's used his poet's abilities to actually explain something that happened to him, and that's why I love this poem. And then he was killed 2 years later in World War One.
Oh,
Oh, geez.
And I think it's kind of like, for me, it says something about this experience that I don't think things like this happen to just everybody. And maybe it made his life worthwhile.
let's hear it for Neil Dale.
Right?
Hey, Neil.
All right, Neil. All right.
So this poem is called Afternoon Tea. When you were there, and you, happiness crowned the night. I, too, laughing and looking, one of all, I watched the quivering lamplight fall on plate and flowers and pouring tea and cup and cloth, and they and we flung all the dancing moments by with jest and glitter. Lip and eye flashed on the glory, shone and cried. Improvident, unmemoried, and fitful like a flame, the light of laughter went and came. Proud in their careless transience moved the changing faces that I loved. Till suddenly, and other whence, I looked upon your innocence, for lifted clear and still and strange from the dark woven flow of change. Under a vast and starless sky, I saw the immortal moment lie. One instant an instant, knew, as God knows all, and it and you, I, above time, oh blind, could see in witless immortality. I saw the marble cup, the tea hung on the air, an amber stream. I saw the fire's unglittering gleam, the painted flame, the frozen smoke, no more the flooding lamplight broke on flying eyes and lips and hair, but slept, unbroken there, on stiller flesh and body breathless, and lips and laughter stayed and deathless, and words on which no silence grew. Light was more alive than you. For suddenly, and other whence, I looked on your magnificence. I saw the stillness and the light, and you, august, immortal, white, holy, and strange, and every glint, poster, jest, and thought, and tint, freed from the mask of transiency, triumphant in eternity, emote, immortal. Dazed at length, human eyes grew. Mortal strength wearied, and time began to creep. Change closed about me like a sleep. Light glinted on the eyes I loved. The cup was filled, the bodies moved. The drifting petal came to ground. The laughter chimed its perfect round. The broken syllable was ended, and I, so certain and so friended, how could I cloud or how distress the heaven of your unconsciousness? Or shake at times sufficient spell, stammering of lights unutterable, the eternal holiness of you, the timeless end you never knew, the peace that lay, the light that shone, you never knew that I had gone 1,000,000 miles away and stayed 1,000,000 years. The laughter played unbroken round me, and the jest flashed on, and we that knew the best down wonderful hours grew happier yet. I sang at heart and talked and ate and lived from laugh to laugh. I too, when you were there, and you, and you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fine. Fine.
That was beautiful, Neil. Really nice.
Well read.
That's the poem.
Awesome. Wow.
Whew. What else you got?
Well, this is a song of mine. I wrote it as a poem when I was in college. But anyway, it's called Window. Let's see. It was early fall. I felt the wind blowing down the sky. I heard a call. It opened a window inside me on the rest of my life. High on the mountain, clouds turn inside themselves, turning yet always the same. Northern pines raise their branches to praise the sky. I lift my eyes and I remember the time of my life. Standing ripples in the river, eat the water passing through, turning yet always the same. In my life, all of my journeys begin from here. I may not be back there. No, I will not be back there. But it's all here now. Thanks.
Yes, it is.
Nice. It was a poem you wrote in college?
Nice, Neil.
Awesome. Another one, Neil. Great.
Yeah. Well, a couple. It's two poems that I wrote. One after. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Really,
okay.
really cool.
That was Neil Dale.
Yeah, Neil. Cool stuff.
You get another round of applause.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right. David Ballinger will be next. Then we'll check in with cousin Linda. Then would be Gaia because Jimmy's not here.
He's not here yet.
Okay. And worst case scenario, Steve, he might not show up. So hopefully you'll still perform at some point if that is the case.
He's switching hotels today, so he wasn't sure what his day would end up like.
And look, there he is. He is a handsome bastard too. Put them together, please. But David Ballinger.
All right, David.
Hey, David, nice to see you.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad to be here, and I've really enjoyed hearing everybody so far, and hopefully everybody to come. I don't know if you guys knew it, but today's Dylan's birthday. He turned 84 today. So I'm going to play a couple of his songs. I'm going to play a song called It's All Right, Ma, I'm Only Bleeding. put it out in, I think, 1964. However, I'm only going to play the first and last verses, and I'm playing this halftime from what he played. So anyway, it's called "It's All Right, Ma, I'm Only Bleeding." Darkness at the break of noon, shadows even the silver spoon, the handmade blade, the child's balloon, eclipses both the sun and moon. To understand, you know too soon, there is no sense in trying. Pointed threats they bluff with scorn, suicide remarks are torn from the fool's gold mouthpiece. The hollow horn plays wasted words, proves to warn that he not busy being born is busy dying. Temptation's page flies out the door. You follow, find yourself at war. Watch waterfalls of pity roar. You feel to moan, but unlike before, you discover that you'd just be one more person crying. So don't fear if you hear a foreign sound to your ear. It's all right, Ma, I'm only sighing. Old lady judges watch people in pairs, limited in sex they dare to push fake morals, insult and stare. While money doesn't talk, it swears obscenity. Who really cares? Propaganda, all is phony. While them that defend what they cannot see with a killer's pride, security, it blows the minds most bitterly. For them that think death's honesty won't fall upon them naturally, life sometimes must get lonely. My eyes collide head-on with stuffed graveyards, false gods I scuff at pettiness which plays so rough. Walk upside down inside handcuffs, kick my legs to crash it off. Say, okay, I've had enough, what else can you show me? And if my thought dreams could be seen, they probably put my head in a guillotine. But it's all right, Ma, it's life and life only. Thank you.
Indeed. Great job.
Awesome.
That covers it all.
David.
You know, it covers it all.
Nicely done.
And you know, a lot of people say that Dylan was the poet of our generation. And yeah, I wouldn't deny that. But anyway, enough about me. David, what else you got?
I just like hearing about you, Stephen.
I know you do, yeah.
It's all
Turn on the
good.
news these days, all I hear is the sound of money swearing.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
So the second song I'll play is it's called "The Lonesome Death of Hattie Carroll." I'm going to change the way the song ends because
it talks about the only time to cry, bury your face in your hands or whatever, is after justice has not been served. But these days, I don't think that's the time to cry either. I think justice is being ignored right in front of our faces. And so, enough pontificating. This is the lonesome death of Hattie Carroll. Williams and Zinger killed poor Hattie Carroll with a cane that he twirled round his diamond ring finger at a Baltimore hotel society gathering. And the cops was called in and his weapon took from him as they rode him in custody down to the station and booked Williams and Zinger for first-degree murder. But you who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. Williams and Zinger, who at 24 years owns a tobacco farm of 600 acres with rich, wealthy parents who provide and protect him, and high office relations in the politics of Maryland, reacted to his deed with a shrug of his shoulders and swear words and sneering, and his tongue it was a snarling. And in a matter of minutes on bail was out walking. But you who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. Hattie Carroll was a maid in the kitchen. She was 51 years old and gave birth to 10 children who carried the dishes and took out the garbage and never sat once at the head of the table and didn't even talk to the people at the table who just cleaned up all the food from the table and emptied the ashtrays on a whole other level, got killed by a blow, lay slain by a cane that sailed through the air, came down through the room, doomed and determined to destroy all the gentle, and she never done nothing to Williams and Zinger. And you who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. In the courtroom of honor, the judge pounded his gavel to show that all's equal and that the courts are on the level and that the strings in the books ain't pulled and persuaded and that even the nobles get properly handled once that the cops have chased after and caught 'em, and that the ladder of law has no top and no bottom. Stared at the person who killed for no reason, who just happened to be feeling that way without warning, and he spoke through his cloak most deep and distinguished and handed out strongly for penalty and repentance Williams and Zinger with a 6-month sentence. Oh, but you who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears.
Wow.
Wow.
Another powerful one, David.
Oh, it is.
Wow.
It does. I think share. Is that Freddie again?
Freddie, yeah.
Good God, Freddie.
He muted himself, though.
Okay. I've always felt deeply what Bob Dylan has to say, and internalized a lot of what he said. And I think you have too. So, thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
So, who's David's favorite non-musician poet?
Oh, right. We forgot to ask him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Dang, Gay. I thought I got away.
Get away with it.
Nope.
Yeah. I really given it some thought as we've been going, and it's really whoever's the last one I heard.
Yeah.
I get that.
But the only other one that has remained with me for decades is Hopkins, Gerard Manley Hopkins. So he's there you go. I don't know what else to say.
That's enough.
That's enough.
Thank you. David Ballinger
Yeah, David Ballinger.
gets applause to his favorite quote. All right, cousin Linda.
Spotlighting Linda. There we are.
There she
With her new
is.
haircut.
Ooh, my summer cut for you.
Yeah,
Is that a new
It's
painting?
been 80 degrees in the backyard here, so I was like, I'm ready.
Nice.
I'm
Anyway.
envious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could send it to you all.
I wish you could too.
Yeah, I get to see cousin Linda twice every day now lately.
Yeah, Daily Antidote of Song. I get to see Neil and Storm.
That's right.
It's really fun.
Wonderful.
And what is that behind you, please?
Some kind of collage. I don't know
Yours?
that I made it.
Oh, okay. Somebody's collage.
Somebody's collage. I just liked it.
Me too.
Like it too.
And yeah, maybe I'll try making one like it because I think it's kind of neat. Kind of looks feathery or leafy. So
Yeah.
anyway, my favorite poet happens to be lately Mary Oliver. They post her on Facebook a lot, so she's there on my face, and I like her. I didn't really know about her before. So
Yeah, I didn't until just now.
yeah,
Mary Oliver.
I gotta look her
and
up.
she writes a lot about nature and thoughtful about life in general. So anyway, love all the music so far. Can't wait for the rest. Let's carry on.
Thanks, cuz. Much love.
Love you.
Marianne, Bob Dylan wrote.
Yep, I think like everybody answered her.
Oh, okay. We're just a little late.
Yeah. So we're skipping Steve Azzaro.
Going to Gaya Bess and then Bob Uvello, and then moi.
And then toi.
Et toi.
Et toi. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Nice image.
Yeah, it's kind of anime-ish.
Yes.
Hey, Gaya.
Hey.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. So, I'll start by telling you who my favorite poets are.
Yes.
One of them is 13th century and the other one is 15th century. And one is Rumi and the other is Kabir. They're both mystics and their poetry is quotable.
Okay, Gaya Bess, folks.
Hey, Gaya.
For example,
forward to this.
Rumi said, "Let the beauty of what you love be what you do." I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's incredible quotes from Rumi. Who, yeah, it's one of my two favorites. Both mystics. Okay, I'm gonna start with a song by Michael Nesmith, which I haven't sang here in a long time, or maybe never. It's called Some of Shelley's Blues. Tell me just one more time the reasons why you must leave. Tell me once more why you're sure you don't need me. Tell me again, but don't think you'll convince me. Now you've said before falling in love again you'd rather be dead. 'Cause when someone breaks your heart, you cry your eyes red. But there's nothing so hard about the life that you've led. As far as I can see, there's no reason for goodbyes. You're just running scared, and that's something I won't buy. So you lose. I won't let you go with nothing to show but more blues. All this talk about leaving is strictly bad news. So you settle down and stay with the boy that loves you. As far as I can see, there's no reason for goodbyes. You're just running scared, and that's something I won't buy. So you lose. I won't let you go with nothing to show but more blues. All this talk about leaving is strictly bad news. So you settle down and stay with the boy that loves you. Yeah, you settle down and stay with the boy that loves you. Michael Nesmith from the Monkees.
Michael Nesmith. Wow.
Monkees.
Nice, Gaya.
Drink of water, and then for my second, I'll just read you. I'll just recite a poem that I wrote when I was, I don't know, it was 14 or maybe 15.
Cool.
See if I remember it. Never put a title on it. Strange the way she looked to me, gentle as the eye could see, compiled of visions left to free the captured prisoner inside of me. Funny how she held to thought. Chances are that she would not lessen the impact of what she taught. So little room was left to share. The dancing lady, glowing hair, lost her gleam, began to stare, and froze inside of me. Something I wrote at 14.
Very, very good.
Very.
Very fine.
Very
Very fine.
She started early.
Yeah. Awesome, Gaya.
And that's all you have for us.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll move right along now. Going
Going to.
Shea Uvello.
There we go.
And there he be. This guy is doing a great job of dealing with stuff here where the skies are cloudy all day. Let's hear it, please, for Bob Uvello.
All right, Bob. Let's see you.
Thank you. In what might be a first, I think this probably is a first. Both of my songs are on the theme. They're both have to do with Memorial Day. They moved out with the dawning, the line went out of view. Some were brown, some were green, some gray, some blue. The clouds were hanging heavy, low above the fields, while a warm rain softly fell on horses, fields, and men. From where I stood, it seemed to me they rolled with heads bowed down. Yes, they rolled with heads bowed down. His proud and valiant men are riding. I watched as daylight darkened from twilight into night. These men on ghostly horses, fading with the lights. They were headed back to Arlington, be all they could take. The country torn apart once more. His proud and valiant men are riding. I saw my forefathers riding next to yours. I wondered, were they wondering what the sacrifice was for? Was it worth the price they paid? Was it worth Day broke cold, the sky hung low. They moved out with the dawn. Some were singing softly, was an old gospel song. The north wind moaned through tall grass. The rain had turned to snow. All these ghosts of valiant men now riding on the road that leads to Arlington.
One of my very favorite
Beautiful.
songs.
Nice job, Bob.
Thank you. Thank you. That's called The Ghosts of Arlington. That's one of mine, and it's on my, what is now, at least for now, my most recent album called Blue Streak. I'm going to dedicate this next one to, excuse me, specifically to my father and to all of the brave soldiers who gave their lives. My father was he was a paratrooper in the 101st Airborne. Actually, he was a paratrooper and a medic, so he would jump down near the front lines, and he made it through 4 years of World War II, and then inexplicably volunteered for Korea when that came along. And he didn't die in the war, but his death was a direct result of his time in the war. So I only take this one out for special occasions. This is called The Fallen. Excuse me. You would think the rain would have done away with the allergies. My name is Billy Darby. I died in 1918, fighting in the spring offensive, the Battle of Cantigny. I came from Kansas. It was my dream to one day be a farmer, till the rich dark soil of my blood mixed with the mud on the far-off fields of France. Now I pray it was not in vain. Now the country I died for has been torn asunder. This time red and blue, still I lie here under this cold ground. As morning breaks on the monuments of Arlington, my name is Sal Romano. I died in the year of 44. Restoring the shores of Normandy, the last sunrise I would ever know. I came from Brooklyn. It was my dream to one day be a tailor, like my father and his before. But my blood turned the sea foam red on the rocky coast of Normandy. How I pray it was not in vain. I know the country I died for has been torn asunder. This time red and blue, still I lie here under this cold ground. As twilight falls on the monuments at Arlington, my name's Jose Estrella. I died in 1966. Operation they call Marauder on the shores of the Mekong Delta. I came from California. Was my dream to one day be a father and an American, but my blood flowed into the waters of the muddy Mekong, mother of all rivers. How I pray it was not in vain. I know the country I died for has been torn asunder. This time red and blue, still I lie here under this cold ground. As moonlight shines on the monuments at Arlington, my name is Leroy Richmond. I died in the year of 2010. in a province that's known as Helmand. I came from Alabama. It was my dream to one day be a lawyer, to defend my brothers. But my blood seeped into the sun of a foreign land called Afghanistan. How I prayed, it was not in vain. How the country I died for could be lost to plunder. Now it's up to you, 'cause I lie here under this cold ground. As the sad wind sighs through the monuments at Arlington, cold wind cries for the silent souls at Arlington.
Nice, Bob.
Oh, but yeah, beautiful, beautiful songs.
Thank you.
Love them both. Thank you.
Yes. Great, Bob.
You're a poet. Do you have a favorite poet?
You can debate whether or not he's a poet, but Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
I would not debate that.
Okay.
I discovered Walt Whitman when I was 14, and I loved him and have ever since. But my second favorite poet was Allen Ginsberg, and I would like to read to you a poem written by him. Footnote to Howell.
Hey.
Holy, 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 holy. The world is holy, the soul is holy, the skin is holy, the nose is holy, the tongue and cock and hand and asshole holy. Everything is holy, everybody is holy, everywhere is holy, every day is in eternity, every man's an angel. The bum's as holy as the seraphim, the madman as holy as you, my soul, are holy. The typewriter is holy, the poem is holy, the voice is holy, the hearers are holy, the ecstasy is holy. Holy my mother in the insane asylum, holy the cocks of the grandfathers of Kansas, holy the groaning saxophone, holy the bop apocalypse, holy the jazz bands, marijuana, hipsters, peace, and junk, and drums. Holy the solitudes of skyscrapers and pavements, holy the cafeterias filled with the millions, holy the mysterious rivers of tears under the streets. Holy the lone juggernaut, holy the vast lamb of the middle class, holy the crazy shepherds of rebellion, who digs Los Angeles is Los Angeles. Holy New York, holy San Francisco, holy Peoria and Seattle, holy Paris, holy Tangiers, holy Moscow, holy Istanbul. Holy time in eternity, holy eternity in time. Holy the clocks in space, holy the fourth dimension, holy the fifth international, holy the angel of mortal. Holy the sea, holy the desert, holy the railroad, holy the locomotive, holy the visions, holy the hallucinations, holy the miracles, holy the eyeball, holy the abyss. Holy forgiveness, mercy, charity, faith, holy ours, bodies suffering magnanimously. Holy the supernatural, extra brilliant, intelligent kindness of the soul.
Nope.
That's beautiful,
thank you,
Stephen.
Thank you very much.
That's got echoes of Whitman in it. It's almost it could be Whitman. Sounds funny.
That's right. And he wrote a poem about Whitman too, and I might read that next week, just to be annoying. And now it's a time for a word from our sponsor.
Ta-da!
Ta-da.
Just a brief word from our sponsor, the New England Wildlife Center. Thank you, folks, for all you do, all you've done in the past, and be aware now. It's that time of year. The centers have more than 100 baby animals to take care of right now on site. They're everything from birds to bunnies to possums to raccoons. It's pretty crazy there right now. And they've put out a plea on Facebook for some assistance with their wish list on Amazon. They need supplies desperately. So if you have the ability, if you can, if you will, go to their Facebook page or to their website, newildlife.org, and the wish list is listed there. It's important that they get these supplies. Money donations are always welcome because then they can go buy their own supplies, but the wish list is very valuable to them and very helpful. And we thank you for, if you can do something for them right now, it'd be great timing. And some of the interesting things that are going on there, other than the fact that they're inundated with babies, is that they have they've recently taken in a turtle. There was a real odd situation. The turtle has an indentation in its carapace, in its shell, exactly the shape of a golf ball. And the apparently was it was on a golf course. It was in a water trap, whatever, by in the golf course, and apparently somebody found him with the golf ball indentation in his shell, and he's fine. It's not bothering him at all. They're keeping him on hand for a while to make sure he's okay, but he seems to be okay, and the shell has healed itself pretty much, and he's just going to have this dent in his shell forever. So it's kind of a cool story.
Yeah, it is.
And then on the Facebook page too, there's some beautiful pictures of a lot of the babies that are and babies that require intensive care. Many of the babies require 24-hour care. So interns live at the hospital and
come from all over the world to do so.
From all over the world, and they rotate all night long to take care of these little babies. So anyway, thank you for all you do, and any help that you can give right now, we sure appreciate it.
Thank you for all you do. Kathy Brown.
Thanks, Kathy.
Kathy, I've heard of a birdie and an eagle, but not a turtle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That wasn't funny.
Hey, I laugh at your stuff.
I love you, man. Mary Ann is next, and then Matt Holson, and then hopefully Diane will be back.
She's back.
Oh, she's back.
She is back.
Yes.
All right.
She's back.
Okay.
And then it looks like Joe Isaacs just joined us. So
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's a lot of
we'll have
nerve.
to get him in.
Yep.
But right now it's Mary Ann.
Joe Isaacs. Hi, Mary Ann.
Hi. Just editing something there. Okay. Yeah. That's funnier. Okay.
Do you have a favorite poet?
I was saying that, Wendell Berry, I can't quote anything of his right off, but just always glad he wrote that. And just such a no pretension, just guy sharing thoughts. It's pretty cool.
We will check him out. Ladies and germs, this moment you've been waiting for. This is Mary Ann McCallum.
Hey, Mary Ann. Great to see you.
Oh, hello. Good to be here. Yeah, so what fun topics this time? The first one I'd like to do is international jazz. So yeah, Antonio Carlos Jobim, Wave, which also ties into Memorial Day weekend here in Maryland. Not me, I'm a landlubber, but so many people. This is the big heading for Ocean City Friday weekend, all that starts. So I thought I'd do Wave. So close your eyes, for that's a lovely way to be. Aware of things your heart alone was meant to see. The fundamental loneliness goes whenever two can dream a dream together. You can't deny, don't try to fight the rising sea. Don't fight the moon, the stars above, and don't fight me. The fundamental loneliness goes whenever two can dream a dream together. When I saw you first, the time was 3:30. When your eyes met mine, it was eternity. By now we know the wave, it's on its way to be. Just catch the wave, don't be afraid of loving me. The fundamental loneliness goes whenever two can dream a dream together. When I saw you first, the time was 3:30. When your eyes met mine, it was eternity. By now we know the wave, it's on its way to be. Just catch the wave, don't be afraid of loving me. The fundamental loneliness goes whenever two can dream a dream together.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so
Oh,
good.
Thank you.
That was awesome, Marianne, as
Thank
always.
you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Well, this next song, I probably not always associated with Memorial Day, but Backrack and David wrote, I Say a Little Prayer for the Vietnam War, and just sort of a consolation in league with what stuff was going on. So I'll
Did
say
not
a
know
little
that.
prayer. Each day when I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. we never will part. Oh, how I love you together, together, that's how it must be. To live without you would only mean heartbreak for me. I run for the bus, dear. While riding, I think of us, dear, and say a little prayer for you. At work, I just take time, and all through my coffee break time, I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, how I love you together, together, that's how it must be. To live without you would only mean heartbreak for me. Da 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 da. Ooh, do do ba do da do do da do 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 do. Ba da do do do. Forever, forever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, how I love you together, together, that's how it must be. To live without you would only mean heartbreak for me. My darling, believe me, for me there is no one but you. Please love me too. I'm in love with you. Answer my prayer. Say you love me too.
Oh my God.
Oh, Marianne.
Rolling
spoon and double spoon. We love
Marianne
you.
McAllister.
We love you.
Lovely larynx.
Lovely.
And I don't think we didn't know that that had anything to do with Vietnam. Thanks for cluing us in on
Thanks for
that.
telling us.
I was growing up, I always thought it meant say a little prayer, please, please let him love me back. And then,
Yeah.
found out that's why they wrote it in 1968. Yeah, December 67.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow, well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you so much,
Revelation for most of us.
Marianne McAllister.
Yeah, Marianne.
Thank you.
Woo.
Marianne
Beautiful,
was
Marianne. Beautiful.
Marianne was the featured performer on Twilight Showcase this past Sunday.
And Thursday. Recorded
We
on
recorded it on Thursday, and it played Sunday night, and it will always be up there on YouTube.
And the show was absolutely awesome. Marianne, Stephen, and I'm not sure who else was in the room, but I just caught it last night and the night before. It was awesome. I loved it.
It was. Yep.
Yep.
It's pretty cool to get to do that. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I
You're
enjoyed it too.
amazing. And we'll get you into WCUW too, and maybe try to dovetail it in with something else that you're coming up here for, because it would be an in-person.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
We're working on it.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
Matt Holson is next, and then Diane, and then Joe Essex. Hi, Joe. Good to see you, Matt.
Glad to be here.
I don't know, you don't have your steampunk background on, but that's the black.
No, this week I'm working on a set of instructional videos, and I need a blank background, so I'm not going to be changing it.
Interesting.
Very
Those
good.
cute videos are fine for this thing, but they're distracting.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Please welcome back Matt Holson.
All right, Matt. Good to
Let's
you.
see. Oh, I'm torn. Yeah, here's a Paul Simon tune. One I've been sort of working on. Sooner or later, I'll figure out how I want to sing it. Mm-hmm.
folks' lives roll easy like a breeze, drifting through a summer night. Headed for a sunny day. Most folks' lives, Lord, they stumble, Lord, they fall, through no fault of their own. Folks never catch their stars. Here I am, Lord, I'm knocking at your place of business, and I know I ain't got no business here. But you said if I ever got so low I was busted, you could be trusted. Here I am, Lord, I'm knocking at your place of business, and I know I ain't got no business here. But you said if I ever got so low I was busted, could be trusted. Some folks' lives roll easy, some folks' lives never roll at all. They just fall. Some folks' lives
Amazing.
Nice,
That
Matt.
deserves a swoon.
Paul Simon tune.
Masterful.
And he got Album of the Year at the Grammys for that one.
What album
when he got
was
up,
that?
Pardon?
What album was that?
Still Crazy After All These Years,
Okay.
1975. And when he got up for his acknowledgement speech, he thanked his producer, and he said, and I'd like to thank Stevie Wonder for not putting out an album this year.
Cool.
Clever. What else you got?
I totally forgot I was going to do another tune.
That's why I'm here.
Here's a tune of mine. This is the oldest tune, first tune of mine that I can still remember. Guess it was the first one worth keeping. Probably wrote this, I don't know, 21 or 22. can't promise you that'll ever change. I'll keep my secrets, I'll please myself. When my troubles come, I don't want your help. But when I'm still half asleep and I feel you squeeze my hand all at once, it's all so sweet. And I think maybe I can find it in me this time around. Maybe I can. Maybe I'm not as hard a case as I pretend I am. When I stop and think, that magic touch, what you want from me doesn't seem that much, though I know that giving it up wasn't in my plan. Maybe I can. I know my past and all the reasons why it'll never last. Try to tell you I'm not the one. How someday it's all gotta come undone. You smile and toss your hair, and I'm frozen where I stand. And a voice inside somewhere wants to say, maybe I can if you want me. In spite of it all, maybe I can. Maybe we'll both look back and laugh at how hard I ran. When I catch my breath, when I take some time, I can see myself as a staying kind, though it's not what I had in mind when it all began. Maybe I can. I can.
Beautiful, Matt.
Oh, yeah. What a great song.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Do you remember how old you were when you wrote that?
Actually, I'm guessing I wrote it in '75, so that would have made me 22.
Wow.
Yeah.
That shows some depth there.
I'd written a whole bunch of stuff before that I threw out.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
Definitely a keeper. Yeah.
All right. Matt Holson, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Oh, and did you ask your favorite poet?
Oh, who's your favorite poet, Matt?
Oh, man. It's been many, many years since I've read poetry.
Yeah.
I went through a Wallace Stevens period.
Oh, okay.
Sort of in a totally different line. I went through a Dylan Thomas period.
Oh, yeah, you can't count him
Which
out.
is, I mean, it's like, who reads both of those? I don't know.
You do. All right. Yeah,
let's say Robert Graves. I like Robert Graves.
Yes.
Sure.
Yep. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Matt.
Moving on to Shea Battistello.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see everybody tonight.
Hey, there you are.
Love your hair.
Right now, my favorite poet is Amanda Gorman.
Oh, yes.
And
Yep.
her voice is really needed at this time.
Yes.
She's got a big, beautiful voice to fight the big, beautiful bill, right?
Oh, God. It's the total opposite.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, please, for Diane Battistello.
Thank you.
Hey, Diane, great to see you.
All right, Diane.
So I don't have any songs on the theme, but the first song I'm going to do is about guns. And in the Big Beautiful Bill, they are trying to deregulate the gun silencers. Gun deaths, school shootings are down this year to 18 compared to 8. Well, I read conflicting reports. CNN said 18 and the Gun News said 8. But last year it was 83, so we're down significantly, but it's still an issue. And if the gun silencers get deregulated, it's going to be more of a problem. How do you sleep? How do you sleep at night? Don't you know? Don't you know wrong from right? How many more will die from your big fat lie? Your big fat lie sells weapons to kids. Big fat lie points and shoots. Big fat lie preaches it's not the guns and the dollar signs spin in your head. When will you see? When will you see the light? How about your heart? Heart must be hollow, maybe it's filled with spite. How many more will die from your big fat lie? Your big fat lie sells weapons to kids. Big fat lie points and shoots. Big fat lie preaches it's not the guns and the dollar signs spin in your head. Wink and a nod. Wink and a nod, juice up your appetite. The money flows, dollars bribe and they underwrite. Fuel finance campaign, few restrictions on carnage and fright. Oh, your big fat lie. Your big fat lie sells weapons to kids. Your big fat lie points and shoots. Your big fat lie preaches it's not the guns and the dollar signs spin in your head. So I wanna know, how do you sleep? How do you sleep at night? Don't you know? Don't you know wrong from right? How many more will die from your big fat lie? Your big fat lie. Look at how it ends. Something like that. Sorry, I haven't practiced. Molly got
it doesn't end.
Nice.
That needed to be said.
Nice, Diane. Is that a brand new song or is that one you've done?
No, it's one I wrote. I don't have the date on it. I wrote it a while back.
Yeah, I thought I remembered something similar anyway for a while back. But yeah,
It's certainly appropriate for today.
it certainly is.
Thanks. Thank you. Hi, Molly. Why don't why don't you go sit down?
Molly.
She makes me nervous when she does this, right? She's had cookies. Because she knows I'll give her cookies, right? I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll feed her. Go sit down, please. I write a lot of seasonal songs, so you'll hear this one till the strawberries are no longer in season. Then you won't hear it for a year. Under the strawberry moon, I will always remember that evening in June. Berries were sweet, some were so tart. And that was the night that I gave you my heart. I was under the strawberry moon. Strawberry moon, cast a spell in your light. Whippoorwill sing all through the night. I fell asleep resting in your arms. I woke to your laughter and your mystical charm, and I was under the strawberry moon. Go sit down. Tell me, how can little red berries, those jewels of the spring, how can they be so seductive, so intoxicating? 'Cause I'm not the type to fall in love. I never wanted to stay under the strawberry moon. Now I will always remember that evening in June. The berries were sweet, some were so tart. And that was the night that I gave you my heart. I was under the strawberry moon. The berries were sweet, some were so tart. And that was the night that I gave you my heart. Under the strawberry moon.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, Diane.
Great, Diane. Thanks so much.
Diane better celebrate.
So
Great
cool
job.
you're able to join us tonight.
Yeah, we
Great to
appreciate
see
it.
you.
Whenever
It's
you
fun
can,
to be
we do
here.
appreciate it.
I was just talking to my friend Marianne this afternoon. She said, "Why don't you go to Catbird?" I'm like, okay. Take
Yeah.
my fire clothes off.
Thank you, Marianne.
Good deal. Great to hear you, Diane.
Should encourage her more.
Yeah, keep doing that. Keep coming.
Yeah,
yeah.
you add so much
was
to it.
so-
Your
so
songs are so powerful.
So good.
Oh, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Now we got Bill.
Well, Steve, I have bad news.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not going to make it.
Yeah, he's not going to make it.
That's okay. I'll save what I have for him next time. I won't be here next week. I'm going down to Jersey. I'm going to go down to Long Beach Island and volunteer for this. My dear friends are down there. The Long Beach Island Film Festival, which they feature lots and lots of new and interesting stuff. So, but what I'd like to do is, and thank you, Stephen and Kathy, for being understanding. I would say I remember specifics as far as these. I'm not much of a poetry reader, but I was tremendously impressed by Walt Whitman, I Sing the Body Electric.
Yeah.
Allen Ginsberg, Howl for Carl Solomon. And those two
Yep.
made profound impacts on me. And the one that always pops into my head is by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a wood. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Those strike me. So what I'm going to do, since our dear friend Jimmy's not here because he's been traveling, I'm going to read a poem to you that I wrote 4 years ago, And it's called Shadows and Whispers.
Steve Azzaro, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome, Steve. Great to see you and hear you.
Thank you, Neil. Shadows and Whispers. Take note of shadows that seem like whispers of light. Shadow waves shift depending on whether it's day or night. Take note of whispers, those slippery shadows of sound. Deep within whispers, an infinity of meaning might be found. Shadows. Shadows emerge as intimate partners ahead of the light. Ephemeral darkness, more illusions, vanishing at night. Shadows, highlighted and defined images, electrify one's mind. If you take notice, you'll be surprised with what you might find. Exactly what is it that I think I see in this noggin of mine? Reflections of memory thoughts with no real light that shines? And scarcely notice the absence of light or the highs and the lows? In my synapse firing noggin, imaginary world of no shadows. Well, I think chameleons and shadows might share some traits. Carefully adjusting themselves to light's current state. Lizards emoting or hiding, showing infinite shades of intensity. Shadows shape and shade shift, granting perspective and clarity. Whispers. Isn't a whisper quite a silly approximation of a sound? Faint, airy hissing with little variation to be found. This slow emanation of air makes unique gallery waves and amazingly heard opposite in walkways above the nave. One can't whisper a song, you know that just won't do. But you can softly whisper a sigh from deep within you. You could whisper a poem, but I'm not sure I really know if you could make sense of it without the highs and the lows. Don't you think a quiet, shadowy whisper is a little creepy? Although it might be appropriate at night when you're sleepy. Whispers are far away from booming voices in day or night. Silent, sibilant meanings are perplexingly difficult to get right. An afterword. Take note of shadows, those shimmering whispers of light. Shadows shift depending on whether it's day or night. Take note of the whispers, those slippery shadows of sound. Within whispers, wit, infinite shades of meaning can be found. Oh, I am glad we have shadows and whispers, and there is surely much more we could know. Whispers do have meaning and special advice, and shadows have color and really make everything look nice. Shadows and whispers.
All right, Steve.
Beautiful, Stephen.
That's it.
Great.
I don't know where that came from. I don't know. I'm going to do this special. I've been asked to do a program at one of the senior places on Monday. So I put a little program together in addition to the other stuff I'm going to do. And my two partners are absent, and Marion is in Amsterdam and Bob is priorly committed, so I'll do it myself. So a little bit about this, if you'll permit me, for Memorial Day. This was composed July 1862 during the Civil War. The composer, Union Army Brigadier General Daniel Butterfield, had help from his Brigadier Bugler, Oliver W. Norton, at camp at Harrison's Landing in Virginia. General Butterfield was dissatisfied with the formal lights-out bugle call used in the Army at the time. He wanted a softer, more expressive tune to signal the end of the day. He worked with the bugler, Norton, to revise an existing call, probably a French bugle signal, into now what we recognized as taps. The revised tune was first played that same night in 1862. It quickly gathered popularity among the Union troops and eventually among Confederate forces as well, largely because of its solemn beauty and practicality. You didn't need a full band to do the expression of taps. So it is used at military funerals, Memorial Day, and Veterans Day events, and military flag ceremonies at dusk. Sorry for my voice. Once again with this doggone buggies in the air. It has 24 notes, and it's one of the most emotionally powerful melodies associated with the American military tradition. Now, the gentleman did put lyrics to this, and that's what I'm going to do, are the lyrics, with your permission. So this is taps with the lyrics, and no one knows who did the lyrics. So, taps. Day is done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is nigh. Fading light dims the sight, and a star gems the sky, gleaming bright. From afar, drawing nigh, falls the night. Thanks and praise for our days, 'neath the sun, 'neath the stars, 'neath the sky. As we go, this we know, God is nigh.
Wow.
Well done, Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing that forward.
And truly, for my dad, who served in World War II, Master Sergeant, my brother who served in Vietnam, my other brother who served in the Air Force, and for all those that have served now, and those that are suffering every day for their service, bless their hearts.
Thank you for sharing that, Stephen. It's really powerful.
Thank you,
and
Neil.
really important.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Bizarro.
Yay.
Joe Isaacs would be next.
Be Joe.
I don't know if he will be, but he would be.
I'm ready.
He is.
Hey there.
Okay.
He may be.
And then after Joe, we'll check in with Neil Graverman and then Freddie. Then it'll be over for the night.
Yeah.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite poet?
Pablo Neruda. Probably.
Whoa, okay.
Well, I don't know. It used to be Pablo Neruda, but Rumi, Maya Angelou,
Oh yeah.
Billy Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's so hard.
Sylvia Plath.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Good name.
All good.
So you read Neruda in English, huh?
In English, yeah. I'm not fluent in Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Joe Isaacs.
Thank you.
Awesome, Joe. Looking forward to you.
What is it really? What is a song? Can it be pretty? And still be strong? Is it a bow that keeps you afloat during the storm? I used to think I knew, I don't know no more. So I grabbed my guitar like a rifle for the war. I didn't know who I was fighting, and I didn't know what for. I was shattered and I was broken, right down to my very core. Yet still somehow I kept on coming back for more. What is it really? What is a song? Can it be silly and still be strong? If you cut it, does it bleed? Can it give you everything you need? So I kept on writing to see what I could get, but the lessons that I learned I would promptly forget. Still I felt like an archaeologist digging in the ground, 'cause my own feelings and memories were there to be found. What is it really? What is a song? Is it a wiggle? A maiden call? A psalm and anthem? Anything at all? Is it a soap bubble? Or will it see you through? Is it smoke and mirrors? Or will it cut your heart in two? There were times when I felt like giving up, for it'd always be too little and it would always be too much. Still, if you took me deeper than I ever went before, and that is something that I've got to explore. So what is it really? What is a song?
I love it.
Beautiful, Joseph.
Oh,
Thank you.
Awesome.
Switch guitars.
Just great.
Yeah, beautifully done.
yeah.
Thank you.
And he writes like no one else
Yeah.
in the world.
I'm still here. I'm just getting my guitar.
Ooh.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Interesting angle on your face there.
Yeah, it's nice to see your neck.
Yeah, I'm trying
Like
to like
photobombed yourself.
Or Spider-Man. Which one am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing.
kind of actually fits with the other song, but it's an older one that I just came back to. Trying to get, sorry. Sometime I just wanna quit. I can't get enough of it. Trying to get some balance to my life. But I just don't got it right. Still I won't give up the fight. Try to get some balance in my life. Balance in my life. Sometimes spend too much time on my phone. Sometimes I spend too much time alone. Trying to get some balance to my life. A little peace within the fight. Still I don't got it right. Trying to get some balance to my life. Should I choose my mind or my body? My intellect or my spirituality? Others or just focus only on me. Trying to get some balance to my life. Find a little peace within the fight. I know I don't got it quite. Still I won't give up the fight. To get a little balance.
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
Really nice,
Oh,
Joseph.
Isaac's folks.
Thank you.
Really nicely thought out, Joseph. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
We never try
Thank
to
you so much for
categorize.
hosting a lovely community. Everybody here is just like a good
good folk. I wouldn't keep coming back if I didn't love you all. So thank you for making this
Glad you
beautiful
do.
place
I'm
for all
glad
of
you
us.
do. Thanks, Joe. I was going to say I wouldn't categorize your music. I wouldn't pigeonhole it or, try to limit it conceptually. But there is a certain free form factor in what you're doing. I find that very interesting.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's somebody else brought that up too. Yeah, like they kind of felt like I was just sort of making up my own genre, which I like.
The closest I've heard is They Might Be Giants.
That's interesting.
There's some similarity there.
Huh. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that one. Why do you say that? You could tell me later, but
I don't know. It's listen to it and see if you agree. That's all.
I like They Might Be Giants, but I totally don't. Yeah, okay. I'll have to listen. I might not have heard the same songs you're thinking of. I'm thinking of, minimum wage.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that one. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I find their stuff like really funny, but yeah, I guess I haven't.
But it's also just they're kind of loose in the direction that they go.
Oh, okay.
And they occasionally ignore meter entirely.
Yes.
Like, okay, I need 6 syllables here. There's only room for 5, but
that's okay.
But
yeah,
I'm the songwriter, so yeah.
Who I really suggest everyone check out if you haven't is the folk singer David Roth. Not David Lee Roth, David Roth. He's the song "Falling" or "Rising in Love" is one of his songs. If you could find him,
David Roth is a really
brilliant.
dear friend of mine.
Okay,
We've played together several times.
I thought I'd heard his name before.
He's an incredible songwriter.
He's played for MGG several times, Stephen.
I remember.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. As well as Joe Jenks and a whole bunch of other people that I'm close with.
Wow, that's awesome.
Awesome. I'm very blessed to know all of you, to know each and every one of you.
Thank you, Joe.
But yeah, he does crazy stuff. Like he'll have like really stretched like things that you would not think would fit into a meter, like it's crazy. You have to check him out.
Dylan did a lot of that too.
Yeah.
Tom Lehrer made fun of it for the folk song army.
He was funny.
Yeah, Tom Lehrer was great.
I love David's song "I Stand for Love," and I've sung it several times in Jerusalem. And I might do it again tomorrow. So we'll see. Depends if I can wake up.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm 2 days more and I'll be home Tuesday. But unfortunately, thankfully, I would say Tom Maynard is going to save me from doing ROM from, unfortunately, the rehab where I am right now in Rosedale. They've been really fabulous. And there's no PT on the weekends, unfortunately. So I'm going to take a walk after I get off of here. And
are you hooked up?
What's that?
Are you hooked up to any of those?
Not at all. Nope.
Good.
I walk with a walker when I go out, but I'll watch Saturday Night Live later on.
All right. Sounds like fun.
We're glad you could join us tonight.
But thank you so much. I love you all.
Yeah.
Back at you, Neil.
I love
we all love you.
Each and every one of you, and I hope to see you again soon. And Monday at ROM, we have a pretty good sign up as far as I know, Tom, already. And there's plenty more. And I did send out an email, but feel free to pass the word and let people know I'm fine. I don't think I had a stroke. That's what they thought, but I don't think I did. So
don't want to
sorry you went through that. That's rough.
That's it.
Glad you're keeping your spirits up.
Yeah.
You look great, Neil.
Keep it up, whatever you're doing.
Hey, listen, and in answer to your question, I'm not sure if I'm the oldest person here, but when I was in grammar school, they had the little red books, and I used to call them poem, and I wrote my own poems way back then, and they all became part of my 2 CD set that I now have that King Yi actually made for me, and but also my sister Terry Elia Scholl. She wrote a beautiful book of poetry that's really not mastered. She did much like what I did with my CDs and just gave them to friends. And so she's a favorite poet of mine.
Oh, very good.
Nice,
man.
nice.
Really is.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to hear, and hopefully it was just a stroke of luck.
That's it. That's it. I'm very blessed. Every day I wake up is a great day.
We love
And
you.
I think each and every one of you will be into my life.
What an outlook.
Love you all.
Fantastic.
Love you.
Love you, Neil.
And we gotta leave some room for Freddie. My brother
Yes.
Freddie.
Always room.
Yeah, Freddie needs elbow space.
There you go. Take it away, brother Freddie. Love you.
Yo, Fred.
Love you. Hello.
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 All right, you ready to
Can
go?
you hear my guitar?
No.
Drum it again.
Strum
Is
it.
your original sound on?
Okay, I'm probably. I have it on enable original sound. But
So,
I'll just say-
so that's part of it. You want to enable original sound, and then you want to have it, the meeting setting to have it on. You're also, Freddie, you have a really bad connection. I'm seeing red in your.
Yeah, it keeps freezing.
Yeah, you're lagging.
Can you hear the guitar or no?
Now we can,
Is that worse?
No, it's better.
Better.
Oh, it's better now?
Yeah, you go. Yeah. Considerably
Okay.
better.
Very good. More better.
All right, he's back. Give it up for Freddie K.
Yay, brother Freddie.
Yeah, I have a friend down in Plymouth that's doing stroke rehab and some memory rehab. So it happens. Stroke happens. But it doesn't look like it happened to Neil. I think they got it wrong. But anyways, I'm glad you're getting help. This song is, to me, is kind of a Memorial Day song. It's called Graveyard Peace, and a friend of mine, Ozzy, used to come to the Catbird. Ozzy and Rebecca, aka Roxanne, way back.
We remember Ozzy.
Yeah, Rebecca died on Christmas Eve one year, and then Ozzy went on several more years. He ended up getting a Corvette at the end. He could barely drive. He was having Agent Orange complications.
He was a grave digger.
Yes, he worked for the city of Quincy for the grave department, for the cemetery department. But he was a character, and he was a Vietnam veteran. Which he ended up succumbing to. Anyways, so this sometimes when the traffic's crazy and everything, or even when it isn't, a graveyard for me is a nice place to just duck. And it doesn't have to be a familiar one. I mean, I have a couple that I am familiar with and a few graves that I sit beside, but any graveyard will do. You can just get away from the hustle and bustle, get away from the traffic, catch a nap. People
I used to
generally
like
want to go.
I used to like to smoke a joint on
Emily
Dickinson's grave. It's very nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's a good place to find a favorite grave and hang out. I didn't grow up around much poetry. I'd say the only poet I can think of is Henry Gibson. From laughing, Henry Gibson. But anyways, it's the extent of my culture. Laughing. It was a good show, though.
Yeah.
It was just a graveyard piece. I played it within the last few months. Way the wind blows. It's only go. Every way the river flows. And I'll rock. And I've been dangerous whirlpool of survival. seems impossible. A dangerous whirlpool of possible for you.
Man, you deserve better than this. You keep
What happened?
Well, your bandwidth is low,
Cutting out.
and you keep cutting out, and
Oh.
it doesn't do you justice. Uh,
So
I don't
put
know
it
what
on the
to.
phone.
Tom, are you still here?
I am still here. I don't know what to do about bandwidth. If he wanted to try to change over to the phone, that might work, but I don't know.
Give me 2 seconds. It'll take 2 seconds.
Could he even leave and come back? Would it maybe make a different connection?
Oh, Lord.
Unplug it and plug it back in.
If you do the phone, just make sure you enable the original sound. Like you'll need to go to the Zoom settings and
Yeah,
enable.
okay. Need passcode. Put in
The phone should work, actually. I mean,
the 30.
He's currently using the tablet, Joe, so he's already set up the original sound. He just needs to make sure it's on for the session.
Yeah, maybe it's not on for the main drag. I don't know.
The original sound, I
Join.
think, is working fine. It's just your bandwidth that's bad.
Let's see.
There's usually no problem to speak of with your bandwidth. What, was it atmospheric problems?
Depends on whether he has other people on the network. You need to turn off the iPad.
One of them needs to go.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to find the. Okay.
The iPad.
Make sure you mute it too.
And okay. Let's see what we can do here. Get my face on here. Start the video. Okay. Okay. And then I gotta make sure I put on the enable.
You're gonna. So, folks. So, Stephen and Kathy, mute his original iPad one, please.
Get it off completely, I think.
And then make sure you spotlight his new thing.
It won't let me mute his iPad.
It won't.
Can you select him and kick him off? The iPad off?
There. That's what
Okay.
they do.
Okay, it's gone.
All right, and then you'll need to spotlight his phone. And Freddie, you don't have original sound on your phone at the moment.
Tom would know. Tom knows everything worth knowing.
Disable. I think I.
There you go.
Yeah, sounds good.
We hear your guitar now.
All right, sorry to be such a techno zero.
Well, let's give it another try.
Okay, just cut me off if it's horrible, and I'll salute.
You bet.
All right.
Okay. By Henry Gibson. Sometimes I only go whichever way the wind blows. Sometimes I only go whichever way the river flows. Oh. But I'll walk like for you. And I'll dive into a dangerous whirlpool of survival. Seems impossible. Dive into a dangerous whirlpool of survival. Seems impossible for you. For you. For you. For you. Sometimes it really seems too many people get off on being mean. Sometimes it really seems the graveyard's the only place to get some peace. Some peace. Yeah, sometimes I only go Jimmy, the way we love. Sometimes I only go Jimmy, the river. But shit, I love my love. You. And I dive into a dangerous pool of survival. Seems impossible. I dive into a dangerous whirlpool of survival. Seems impossible for you. Oh, yeah. For you. Oh,
All right.
All right, Freddie.
It's a bit better.
Brother Freddie.
They dive into a dangerous whirlpool, even though survival seems impossible.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes it is,
You bet.
Hey, Freddie, before you start your next song, could you just check again to see if your original sound is on?
Because the guitar keeps jumping in and out.
Well, enable, let's see.
Enable.
Under meeting settings.
I think that's on now.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know.
No? I don't know.
You hear the guitar?
Yeah, sort of.
You know something. I think the difference is that we hear your voice better when the original sound is off. Because right now, if it's on, your voice is coming through garbled too. It's like your phone can't handle both the guitar and your voice.
The voice was really beautiful on the last song.
Yeah. Why don't you?
If I had to choose, I'd choose his voice.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I would do. So I would turn it back off again.
When I used to use the phone all the time, when I put on what I'm supposed to, I believe, the volume goes down on the phone. The overall volume cuts back. And it makes it a little muffled, which I think makes so that you can hear both the guitar and the vocal.
Right.
But it definitely brings it down a notch. That's how I know which one I'm on.
And you're on Wi-Fi, which is another factor.
So yeah. So I don't know. So should I go with the one I'm on now? I don't think you can hear.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
We'll deal.
I just thought the other one you could actually hear the guitar better. But anyways, this is kind of a this one's MIA, missing in action. And it's about a dude that is told that his daddy was dead and he doesn't want to buy it. He'd rather believe that he's just missing in Vietnam. Stayed over there to do the dope, man. So you may not hear the guitar, but maybe you'll hear the story. Missing in action. Big girls, they don't cry, they know Mama will be all right. A little while. Big boys, we don't cry, we know Daddy. In a little while. A little while. Yeah, man, they have these dog's heads in the buddy. Don't be getting stout. That's crazy. No. No, they laugh because my daddy, he can fly. Fly away, fly, 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 fly. Oh, big girls, they don't cry, they know mama, you're right. A little while. Big, big boys, we don't cry, we don't carry it back. A little while. A little while. It's been 25 years. Mama's crying her eyes up. Each and every day they say big, big. Little while. I hope not. Maybe he can't tell. There's a hope to be. Even hell, I'll tell a big house. We don't cry, we don't get any back. The little while, he's just off in a rice paddy. Vietnam, he's got a high German eagle hanging out of his arm. The peasants all love him. They treat him like a king. They try to make him happy. They'll do anything. But he just sits in that rice paddy. Vietnam with a German eagle hanging out of his arm. Can't forget about the war. Can't forget about the hate. But he'll be back. Just you wait. Oh, just you wait, whoa, big girls, they don't cry, they know mama be alright. Little while, big boys, we don't cry, we don't get it back. In a little while,
Yeah. Well,
all right, brother Freddie, you made it through.
yeah, it was an ordeal. It never happened before, and hopefully it'll never happen again. For those of us who know the song, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually have two iMac computers that one John McHugh offered to help me set up. But I'd be more than willing to give you at least one of them because I'm getting a new one. It's coming up sometime soon.
I appreciate that, Neil. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe we can meet up, or I can meet up with John and make it happen.
Yeah.
John?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right.
Get in touch with me, Neil.
I will. Once I'm out of here, which will be Tuesday. So can't
I
come
hope
too
so.
fast.
Yeah.
That'd be wonderful.
All right,
one thing I'll say about Fred, the audio doesn't always come through, but the emotion always comes through.
Definitely.
Yep.
We love you, Fred. We love you.
The real deal.
But and are you avoiding me? Give me a call sometime, will you? You don't call, you don't write.
I've heard you made dates with him to call, but did the calls not happen?
No, I don't know. I've had an awful hectic week. I've had several things going on, but I will. That's no excuse because I never call.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you soon.
That's what friends are for.
Thank you.
One more time, Freddie K.
Hey,
All right,
Freddie, brother Freddie.
And Freddie, next week's suggested themes it will be National Smile Day. It will be World Parrot Day. She's in bed now, but she'll be back next week. National Meditation Day.
Ooh.
And it'll still be Craziness Awareness Month. So those of us who are crazy, thank you for your support. I want to thank Freddie, And Neil and Joe and Diane and Matt and Marianne and Bob and Gaya and Steve and David and Neil and Tom and Betty and Andy and Mike and John and Jana and cousin Linda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We could not, it's all about you. Sometimes I think it's all about me, but it's really all about you. And thank you so much. We love you all. And that's all I got to say, except, of course, as the Lakahota say, Mitaku Yaoyasi. We are all related. And Wakantan Kanishiyun. May the Great Spirit walk with you.
And with you and Kathy as well. We love you all.
Yeah,
love
thank you,
everybody.
Stephen and Kathy.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Kathy and
Such a
Steve.
great night.
Yeah. Linda, maybe I'll see you tomorrow.